welcome back to another episode of Poldark Dish. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And today we're going to be dishing about Poldark Season 2,
Episode 4.
Yes, but first, a little recap. A redcoat marches a line of men past Wheel Grace.
They're headed to Truro Jail.
Ross wants to know what they got pinched for.
Free trading, importing goods without paying duty.
Is that a bad thing?
I said duty.
Aw, Demelza's baby bump is starting to show.
So she decides to go fishing.
Elizabeth says, girlfriend, is that wise?
Demelza says what Ross doesn't know won't hurt him.
The miners have almost blasted their way to Trevorgy.
But many of them are falling ill.
Ooh, quick, call Dr. Eye Candy.
911.
Rocky Balboa Jr.'s back in the ring.
Bobbing and weaving and slipping and sliding in his silly cha-cha heels.
Crafty Caroline is annoyed that Dr. Eye Candy isn't at her beck and call after he took the boner out of her throat.
Bone.
What did I say?
Boner. But that's not important right now because the whole town is riddled with scurvy.
Judd's keeping his head down this week and is nowhere to be found.
Bro got another gig?
Maybe.
Like a scene out of Princess Bride, Ross and Warlegan have an encounter.
Hello, my name is Ross Poldark. You kill my servant.
Almost.
You almost kill my servant. Prepare to die.
It's inconceivable!
Hot
Ross is going through his bills in bed. Wait,
Wait. Come back. That was too fast.
Oh. How can she sleep through that?
He can do my checks and balances anytime.
The ladies are up to their elbows in fish guts.
And Ross wonders where they got them.
Demelza says, I just whistled and they came a-dancing up to me. You whistled. I came.
Seriously, who's your agent?
When you're hot, you're hot.
You've been in 3 episodes already.
Fish lips.
Francis is searching for loose change in the front yard.
With a magic stick.
And Agatha tells Elizabeth, you better just go flash the girls at Wormleggin.
We're doomed.
Captain Blamey's back.
My Blamey's back and there's gonna be trouble. Hey la, my Blamey's back. His children are coming to visit.
And Verity's worried if they'll accept her.
The cutie curer of Cornwall comes to pay a call on Crafty Caroline.
Where have you been? Don't you know I've been at death's door?
I've been attending to real sick people.
Oh, why bother curing them? They'll only just multiply.
And why do you think you can't get the scurvy?
Because I'm rich and I'm privileged and I have a larder full of oranges.
So I see. The shareholders are told they're getting so close to Trevorgy.
And they need more time.
But Tankard shoots them down.
Oh, and another shareholder bites the dust. Elizabeth pretends to ride past Wormleggins.
He persuades her to come back to the house for Netflix and chill.
He reminds her that he can call in those loans and make their life miserable.
Unless she agrees to deepen the intimacy of their friendship.
Ew.
Mr. Trenkham is willing to pay Ross to look the other way.
While his ships unload at Numpara Cove.
So Ross makes a deal with the devil.
And Demelza's pissed off because she thinks he's gonna get his sorry ass thrown back in jail.
But they need the cash.
Now that the dig to Trevorgy has stopped,
Ross checks out the blueprints of Wheel Grace.
Mark told them that there's copper in them their mines.
Unwin wants to get engaged.
But Crafty knows he's only after her 20,000 pounds.
She asks her uncle for an allowance.
She's off to the farmer's market to see about some fruit.
Ross helped sneak the first shipment of duty-free goods through Numpara Cove.
Tiptoeing through the woods on the lookout for customs
I
officers.
thought London Heathrow was bad.
Demelza opens up a can of whoop-ass on Ross.
Why can you take risks and I can't?
You always think you could do as you please.
What if I take my shirt off?
You can do as you please.
Dr. Eye Candy receives a mysterious shipment of oranges.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I brought you my oranges?
Wormleggin crashes the shareholders meeting.
He's a major shareholder now.
Ross is toast.
Acting fast, Ross sells half his shares in Will Leisure.
He gets Friendly Francis to form a Poldark partnership.
They're gonna open up Will Grace.
They're gonna take Warleggin down!
That's what I'm talking about.
Francis tries to fess up to Ross about how he earned that investment money.
But Ross stops him, doesn't want to hear about it. Demelza looks like she's ready to pop.
Excellent time to drag a pregnant ass into the rowboat and do a little more fishing.
Wormleggin outs Francis to Ross.
Now Ross knows how Francis betrayed him.
So Ross takes the bastard down. feel labor pains.
Baby, come on, it's time to go home.
Verity tries to bond with Esther over tea.
Cheeky ain't having none of that.
Bitch ain't making it easy.
Captain Blamey is talking to Ross.
Suddenly, Francis wanders over.
Awkward!
Ross says, drop the tude, man, and get over it.
So Francis caves.
Verity's in tears.
Esther hates her.
Then Blamey's son arrives and everything's all love and sunshine.
He says you don't get a new mom every day of the week.
So he tells his sister, get your down here and give your mama some sugar.
DeMel's is in trouble.
She's in labor on a fishing boat.
Ross races out to the cove just in time.
Wetsuit alert! They're arguing as he's carrying her to the shore.
You're infuriating.
I could crown you.
You're already crowning. Pop that baby out. You can do anything you like to me. It's a boy. Woohoo! Aww.
And so they christen the baby.
And it's all one big happy family.
The Nampara Poldark,
The trend with Poldarks.
and the Blamey Poldarks.
And off in the distance, George is sneering.
Caroline's going back to London.
She can only take so many barbarians.
So she bids a fond farewell to her boy toy, Dr. Eye Candy.
And she's taken her oranges with her.
As the family gathers around Will Grace,
They offer up a toast to the future. Orange?
oh yes, thank you. Supple, citrusy. Yay! The family's made up. They're all together.
And it's a boy.
And it's a little baby Ross. You know that's going to be a cute kid.
That is going to be a beautiful child.
Oh my gosh. But aren't you happy? All the Poldarks are together and Blamey's brought into the family fold.
So something bad has to happen.
I know.
Something really bad must be around the corner.
Oh my gosh. But let's just enjoy the happiness for a while.
I know. Such an action-packed episode again.
Yes! We finally got to see Ross take Warligan down.
Oh, and that looked like a fun scene to
That's
shoot.
what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
A season and a half.
And he's been practicing so hard.
I know. I think he needs a refund on his boxing lessons. It did work for him. But you commented on his shoes. I had to actually go back and look at the shoes because I didn't notice
He
them
was
the first
sliding
time.
around in them again this episode in his little cha-cha heels.
Like, happy to be revolutionary Barbie shoes. That's what they looked like. So very good. And so we're going to open up Will Grace now.
Yeah,
So,
named after Ross's mother.
exactly. But he still has shares in
He still
Will
has
Leisure.
a few shares there,
In
but
Will
he
Leisure.
gouged George for the shares he
Right.
bought. But then it's like, ha ha ha.
So it looks like he's going to open up Will Grace as their competition.
Yeah, and there was that weird little flashback with Mark on the ledge.
Yeah.
And it was like a little jarring, but it does call back to this, there's copper in there, but they have to get the pump. So this is how he's raising the money to get the pump.
Yes. And how happy are we to see Captain Blamey and Verity back?
Yeah, and what a relief when that son walked in.
I know.
Oh,
Oh
after
my
the
God.
after the girl, I'm very beautiful because my mother was very beautiful and she was a saint and she's not. You're not as pretty as
Exactly.
she is.
Well, you know it couldn't be easy. I mean, it had to be kind
Yeah.
of difficult for Verity to be accepted by the children. He's got a new mother, and of course they don't want a stepmom, I'm sure. But what a sigh of relief when the son comes in.
Yeah,
and he's
just all smiles and happiness.
It's not every day you get a new mom, which was wonderful.
Yeah, you just wanted to cry at that.
And telling his sister to get down here and get over it.
And Caroline, with that sassy mouth.
Ooh,
but then she has a
Caroline.
good heart.
She does. Do you think she does that just to shock?
Oh, yeah.
To shock him. Just
Yeah,
for shock
she wants a
value.
reaction.
Yes. Do I shock you, Dr. Kendi?
Yeah, I think that's
Dr.
exactly
Eye
what
Candy.
she wants. She knows exactly how to poke at him.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Raise
but
his
did you
ire.
see that? It's when he was checking her mouth out this time.
Yeah.
The eye action was going on. I knew the two of them were going to get together.
Oh, it's heavy in the air.
Ooh, but
Yeah.
poor Unwin. What's going to happen to Unwin once he finds out he's got...
he'll go have a new suit mate. He'll be all right. He's funny. And then when he comes in at that moment, and George Warligan says, "Go attend to the dog." Horace has a spot on his ear, and she looks oh no, and he's like, "I'll take care of it."
It'll be
care of
interesting to see where the George Warligan character goes because he's just so dastardly, twisting his mustache there, and you just want to see him go down, and which of course we saw in this episode. So, I mean, how does that character redeem himself? How does he ever become somebody that we root for, or is he just going to be the bad guy through the whole of the series?
And maybe I've I've lived in West Hollywood too long, but you know, when they're facing off like that, you almost think George is going to say, "And kiss me." You know, you just wonder, because it is a weird kind of like anti-bromance.
Right. What was the contraption that Francis had? It looked like he
His
was
divining rod?
Yeah, he was like, searching for gold in his
Which
front yard.
usually you've always seen like used to find water.
Right.
But he's using it as a metal detector, in the front yard.
In the front yard, so he's not trying to mine there. I couldn't figure out what he was trying to do.
Is he looking for Elizabeth's lost earring? Is it
Loose
change?
change.
Yeah, coins, a buried treasure.
I just love the women are like, okay, I think it's time for you to start batting your eyelashes at Warligan.
Even Aunt Agatha thinks this is weird.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
there you go.
But he's trying because he's happy.
And he's got a smile on his
I
face
love
when he's
him.
doing it.
I think he's adorable
You got a
now.
little flash of old Francis when he saw Blamey, but Ross was giving him that loaded
Yes.
look that said, "You make nice."
So no, he's turned over a new
Yeah,
leaf, and we
so-
like it. So guess what we have this week? We have our first giveaway.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks to St. Martin's Press, we have this gorgeous World of Poldark book. Isn't it beautiful?
Kind of want to lick the cover.
Okay. Anyway, we've got this gorgeous book filled with beautiful pictures of how the series has been made, photographs from the location, talks all about casting, really incredible, by Emma Marriott. Fantastic book, which we are going to give away to one of our lucky viewers. How do you win it? Well, let's start by subscribing to our YouTube channel. So before you leave today, please click subscribe, the button below, and then your name will go into a drawing to win this fabulous book.
And leave a comment.
Yes.
Please leave a comment. Tell us what you like, what you found funny. We want to hear from you.
Exactly. What would you like us to talk about in future episodes?
Did we go too far?
Let us know. Please give us your feedback. We love all the positive feedback that we're hearing, so let us know what you guys want us to talk about in future episodes. So that's all we have for you this week. Thank you once again for watching. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And we're the
Poldark
Poldark
Dish.
Dish. Rawr. 1, 2, 3. Rawr.